Hi guys, Ben from MTB here at Stromlo, UC Forest Park. Got Trek's new Slash Plus. For those of you just looking at it and haven't looked online, yes, it looks exactly the same as the current Slash. The numbers are the same, everything's the same, but it's got a motor. And the motor it's got is a little TQ one. It's got 50 Newton meters of torque, and you can't even see it from where you are just over there. It's this tiny little thing here, weighs absolutely nothing. Pretty much zero sound comes out of it, especially if you're riding next to another e-bike. It's just a really pleasant bike to ride, especially with how integrated it all is. It's just nice and small and smooth. It's a mid-powered e-bike, so it doesn't give you huge amounts of oomph. It's kind of like you're having the best day ever you've had on the bike all the time. So you're feeling super fit and strong, and you want to extend your leaf pass to sort of 3 hours when you might have had an hour and a half or something like that for your ride. And it's just really a pleasure to ride. The geometry, as I just said, is exactly the same as the normal Slash. You're running exactly the same travel and pretty much the exact same spec. So let's run you through some of the numbers that are pretty much, if you look at the other Slash, exactly the same. So you've got a 63-degree head angle and you've got a 43-degree seat tube angle. The head angle can be adjusted by the same cups that you have in the analogue Slash. So you get plus minus 1.5 on that, which is really cool. You do have adjustment in what's replaced the minnow link down here, which is exactly the same as the other Slash. You get a bit of BB height adjustment there as well. Parts wise, now this is like the full top of the line, all the bells and whistles. We've even got Quark Tyre Whiz gauges here, as you can see on the wheels, which if you're using the SRAM Axis app or the Trek app that integrates with the TQ system, you can get alerts for tyre pressures and things like that. But the easiest way with that is to just have a look. Green light's what you sort of set it at. Red light means you've either overinflated it, maybe you've gone to altitude, or you're getting a flat tire. So really super handy stuff. We've got a full suite of SRAM parts here. We've got Zeb Ultimate on the front. We've got a Vivid Ultimate on the rear, just like the other Slash that we tried. Then we've got the new Maven Silvers on here. Big, powerful brakes, perfect for the Slash Plus. And we've got EXO transmission as well. So under all the power that we can put down, full support of the motor, no slipping gears. It's been really great. Trek have also updated the guide on the idler pulley, so a bit more chain retention there. We've also received our bike with a little multi-tool inside the stem, which is stock, and pairing it all up here with a RockShox reverb. So everything all integrated, really nice package here. Full carbon frame, carbon wheels as well. As I said, it's the top of the line model here. We've also got a mullet set up just like the other one. It is a beautiful bike to ride. Something that makes this still look so much like the original Slash, as I mentioned earlier, is the TQ HPR 50 motor. 50 Newton meters of torque. You can get between 2 to 6 hours of ride time on the normal battery that comes in the bike, obviously dependent on what you're doing and what mode you have. You've got a neat little switch, so you can hold down a bit of a walk mode to help you get over some things, and even like packing into a car if you're using like a little ramp and that sort of stuff. You've got a nice little screen here, easy to read, even in overcast and with glasses on. A single button will cycle few of some of the options there. So cycling through the screens, you can do power from the body, like human power. There's also one that will show you the power from the motor itself, how much you're using. And if you want, you can sort of use that as a gauge to how much battery you might have left. Like, maybe you don't need to have it in full power mode. Full power mode itself, kind of, well, I mentioned it earlier, it's kind of like you're having like the best day ever. Like it's the fittest you've ever been. You just feel like you can do more. It's there to help you, and the system is really light and little. So the bike does ride like a analog bike, essentially, and it sacrifices having all of that extra power. It's not a bad thing by any means. If you're sort of like somebody who doesn't really want an e-bike, and they just want a bit of extra help or something like that, the TQ mode is something really good to look at. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future they develop a full powered system, but right now they're focusing on a system that's probably literally that big and only weighs like 2.5 kilos. So it's super duper quiet. Total noise units I think is like 15. So it's very, very quiet and very smooth. So ride-wise of the TQ, it's super smooth. It's very similar to any other TQ. Climbing, it doesn't sort of like want to propel you forward like some of the bigger motors out there. It feels really natural. I think that's the easiest way to describe the feel of it. Because it is also so quiet, it sort of lends to that natural feel of not having the mechanics brought into it. It does mean that you can hear everything else on the trail, which is really good. It's a really good introduction to e-bikes for someone getting into it, because it's not just going to just throw all that power at you and sort of overwhelm you on a climb. So I've been running this predominantly in the highest assistance mode, and in technical climbs just knocking it down one little bit. So it's mainly me doing all the work, but I just have that little bit of like, you know, that hand of God to sort of help you through. Thanks for tuning in, listening to all about the Slash Plus, all its bells and whistles. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on trails.